Hi, my name is Judy Todd. I'm in Portland, Oregon, which is where I live. And I also live part-time out at Goldendale, where I manage a natural burial cemetery. We're here at Lone Fir Cemetery in Portland, and in this cemetery, to be buried here, I would be confident in saying it would require that you be embalmed, and it would require that you go through a more traditional kind of cemetery procedure, which usually means, in addition to embalming, some kind of casket. Here it might even mean a vault of cement.
I never wanted to be embalmed. No chemicals. I don't want to become toxic on my way out. I like the idea of my molecules going back into the soil, enriching it. I like the idea of my spirit having a sort of intact way of blending back into nature, being really part of the whole.
It's a 20-acre cemetery on a land trust that is outside of Goldendale at a beautiful place called Sacred Earth Foundation. And on that land trust, the cemetery has been dedicated to provide a final resting place for people who are interested in going back to the earth as their last act, and giving their bodies over without preservatives, without any kind of plastics or metals, but actually just going back to the earth in simple boxes of wood or in simple shrouds.
Is there a creek down there? Or?
Oh yeah, Rock Creek.
Oh, okay.
I feel like the concept and the execution of a natural burial ground is important because it allows us to fully go back to the earth, as opposed to the other option that is popularized that I feel like keeps us separated as we pass into the next phase of our being, put it that way.
We dig a hole, usually by hand, with the least disturbance to the landscape around as possible. So we try not to move rocks, we don't disrupt trees, we try not to ruin bushes, and it's a kind of open forest, so it's pretty easy in a 20 by 20 foot site for a burial to find a place that's least disturbing. What my job is to make sure we know where people are buried and that we show people who are interested in this really show them the cemetery. We show them and let them walk around on the land. We let them walk around on the adjoining land. We talk about natural burial and what preparation it takes, because you can't just come and die there. We don't have a senior facility. We don't have a hospital. We don't even have a funeral home. So we really are the last place that the bodies go. And there have to be preparations about how people are going to get their loved ones there. So that's the conversation that we engage in, is how do you want to be buried? What are your wishes? And then how do we make that happen with the help of your family, your friends, and in your own planning?
We don't know, but what I can feel deep down is that there is another place, and I'd like to pass with the peaceful setting here at the White Eagle Memorial.
Come and join us at the fire for the closing. So really, thank you. This is a time to sort of acknowledge that it's been a really amazing, full, busy, packed, wild, wet, awesome, fearsome, wholesome kind of weekend. As a really privileged person to working part-time in order to really maintain my life, I saw that what I wanted to do was to volunteer. and volunteering in places with kids and with animals, and consistent with the principles of living in a conscious way in concert with the earth. And I'm in my 60s, and I think it matters how we choose to finish out our lives. I think it matters what we're doing, especially as elders in the world. And I also think it matters how we go. And how we go and where we decide to rest our bones. And for me, it makes a difference to think about doing that in a way that nourishes the earth and the soil and takes me back to where I came from in the most fundamental of ways. So I think it's important to have a choice about where we're going to be buried and what the process will be.
We've been together 33 years, and yes, we will rot together in the soil in near proximity.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful to think that we already know where we will be. It's good.